Welcome to SAU Magazine, a weekly news program coming to you from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University news brief. I'm Patrice Phillips. High school students and parents are visiting campus for University Preview Day. It is a yearly event designed to boost enrollment. More than 600 high school juniors and seniors will participate in a variety of activities. University representatives will sponsor a display area in the rental center. Information will be available concerning academic degree programs. SAU faculty and staff will participate in the Preview Day cookout. Hamburgers, chicken, and hot dogs will be on the menu. T-shirts and prizes will also be awarded.
I'm Sam Jones. University Preview Day began with an opening session in the rental center. High school students could participate in classroom activities. Seminars included student life, financial aid, admissions, advising, the Honors College, and tours of the campus. Breakout sessions were available for those interested in specific majors.
More than 80 students are welcomed into the Honors College. A ceremony was held in the Foundation Hall of the Rental Center. Dr. Stacy Clanton, professor of English, served as main speaker for the ceremony. The SAU Honors College recognizes academic achievement. Beginning freshmen with a composite ACT score of 26 or higher are encouraged to apply. Students enrolled in the honors program have an opportunity to study in a living learning environment in a designated residence hall.
Walking through history, the archives room opens at McGill Library. It houses significant documents, publications, and photographs related to SAU's development since 1909. Among the interesting items are college yearbooks beginning in 1914, photographs of early campus scenes, and microfilm issues of the Brave from 1930 to 2004.
A special series of Russian lectures are scheduled this fall. Visiting Russian professor Dr. Pervasinseva Oksana from Moscow State Pedagogical University will speak in a series of 5 lectures. She teaches in the phonetics division in the Department of Foreign Languages, and she specializes in English phonetics. Dr. Oksana currently teaches English practice and gives lectures in theoretical phonetics. There are 2 lectures remaining in the series. Life of Immigrants in Russia will be held Monday, and Patterns of Leisure in Russia will be held November 7th in room 208 of the Business Agribusiness Building at 7 p.m.
Dr. Nick Cullither, Associate Professor at Indiana University, delivers the annual Robert B. Walls Lecture. Cullither is a noted scholar in American foreign policy and national security issues. Among the topics of his lecture were intelligence failures and U.S. foreign relations. He served as a staff historian at the Central Intelligence Agency. This has been a Southern Arkansas University news brief. For Patrice Phillips, I'm Sam Jones.
With an SAU profile, I'm Mistie Huffman.
And I'm Sean Green.
The 7th Bean Coffee House is throwing a Halloween party Monday, October 31st at 8 p.m.
The party will take place at 308 West North Street.
Costumes are required, and all SAU students and their guests are welcome.
2 bands, Close and the Ruxpin, will be performing.
Admission is free, the coffee bar will be open, and refreshments will be available.
No alcohol is allowed. The party is hosted by Nicholas Johnson and Mandy Creed.
This is the last event of the year to be sponsored by the 7th Bean.
It will close its doors after 2.5 years of service to SAU students.
The new 7th Bean will be located next door.
They plan to begin remodeling this year and will open next fall.
The 7th Bean is owned and operated by Chi Alpha, a non-denominational ministry group.
With an SAU profile, I'm Sean Green.
And I'm Mistie Huffman.
SAU Sports, I'm Erin Clark.
And I'm Leigh Griffin.
The Mule Riders lose their homecoming football game. North Alabama won by a score of 31-21. Linebacker Derek Harris led SAU with 7 tackles. This was UNA's 4th straight win against SAU. The Mule Riders travel to Carrollton, Georgia on Saturday to face West Georgia at 6 p.m. It is the Gulf South Conference game of the week and will be televised regionally by Cox Sports. The Mule Riders are 4-3 this season.
A former mule rider makes good in the NFL. Seattle Seahawks reserve cornerback Jordan Babineau forced a fumble Sunday against St. Louis to ensure a win for the Seahawks. The game ended with Seattle winning 37-31. He has played in 5 games and has 12 tackles, 8 solos, 1 interception, and a forced fumble. Babineau is in his second season with Seattle, having signed as a free agent in 2004.
The Lady Mule Rider volleyball team defeats UCA. The scores were 30-23, 30-23, and 30-26. This was SAU's first victory against UCA since 2002. Brandy Beeson was the leading Lady Mule Rider with a match-high 14 kills.
SAU wins the Mississippi College Invitational Cross Country Meet. Gabby Mendoza finished first in the women's 6K run. In second place was Kendall Mears, and in third was Lindsay Muslak. In the men's 8K, Elliot Isam helped SAU place third. On Saturday, SAU will compete in the Gulf South Conference Championship. SAU Sports, I'm Leigh Griffin.
And I'm Erin Clark.
With commentary, I'm Cristi Beckwith.
And I'm Hawthorne.
If you have ever been to any other college campuses, you know their dorm rooms are like presidential suites compared to SAU.
All the money students are forking out should go into building bigger dorms.
It doesn't make any sense to live in a sardine can.
How is anyone supposed to get any privacy or study time when small rooms must be shared with another student?
One exception is Harrod Hall.
Women have the option of living there and having a room to themselves.
All students should have this option.
Check-in and check-out times also need to be altered.
We're adults, and that's how we should be treated.
Campuses that have no check-in and out times are much more laid back.
SAU probably wouldn't have a problem with people sneaking others in through windows if this rule was abolished.
If SAU would get rid of the claustrophobia factor and not be so uptight, more students might want to stay on campus.
With commentary, I'm Cristi Beckwith.
And I'm Hawthorne.
With an SAU police log, I'm Petronia Dixon.
And I'm April Malone.
The Campus Security Policy and Crime Statistic Report is now posted at the SAU Internet site.
It is very important that every student, faculty, and staff member take the time to read this report.
Statistics from the past 4 years are available.
A printed copy may be obtained from the Office of Vice President for Administration and Finance in Overstreet 115 or from the University Police Department in Bruce Center 212.
SAU is required by law to provide this information under the Jean Clary Disclosure of Campus Security Policy and Campus Crime Statistic Act.
UPD accepts applications for the position of police officer on a continuing basis.
The starting salary for non-certified officers is $23,000.
The starting salary for certified officers is based on experience.
Inquiries may be directed to the Personnel Office.
Students interested in employment as dispatcher, parking service employee, or student patrol member should come by UPD. A walking escort service is available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
To request an escort, call extension 4100.
Give your name, social security number, and the nearest exit door to your location.
An officer will meet you at the building door and walk with you to any area on campus.
Student Patrol works at night in resident hall parking areas to provide extra safety for student vehicles.
Officers and student parking enforcers patrol campus and issue citations for parking violators.
A list of parking regulations and fines is available at the UPD Internet site.
With an SAU police log, I'm Petronia Dixon.
And I'm April Malone.
College Newswire, I'm Kareem Marashi. Arkansas State University helps businesses affected by Hurricane Katrina. A netmobile sent to Louisiana has computer and internet access. It is operated by the ASU Delta Center for Economic Development. The netmobile gives business owners access to materials they need to return to operation. The Economic Development Administration requested netmobile use for disaster response. 2 units from Texas are also being used in recovery efforts. Hendrix College receives recognition from the Princeton Review. Hendrix is listed as the country's 4th-ranked Best Value College. The 2006 edition of the America's Best Value Colleges profiles more than 80 similar institutions. Criteria for evaluation include academics, financial aid, and low cost. Hendrix is the only Arkansas institution featured in the Princeton Best Value list. College Newswire, I'm Kareem Marashi.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Angel Williams.
And I'm Thomas Hart.
The SAU Foundation sponsored an Evening with the Stars recently in the Grand Hall of the Reynolds Center. It featured motivational speaker Steve Ford, a son of former President Gerald Ford. Also an actor, Ford appeared in many films, including Black Hawk Down, Contact, Eraser, Armageddon, and When Harry Met Sally. The money raised from the event was given to the foundation to be used as a scholarship.
Southern Arkansas University celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month. The observance was initiated by Congress with the purpose of celebrating the culture, tradition, and contributions of Hispanics and Latinos. The celebration will include films, a panel discussion, and a keynote speaker. This year's speaker was Dr. Diana Risk, Associate Professor of Spanish at Virginia Wesleyan University. Other events included the movie Tortilla Soup.
The Department of Theater and Mass Communication will present its second play of the year. The Voice of the Prairie will run from Tuesday through Thursday, November 29th and 30th, and December 1st. All performances begin at 7:30 p.m. in the Hart Theater. This is a romantic comedy that will take its audience on an unforgettable ride. Tickets are $2 for students, faculty, and staff, and $4 for general admission. Theater students will participate in the Arkansas Collegiate Theater Festival in November.
The Department of Art announces the opening of an exhibition. It is titled Printmaking from the French Avant-Garde, Selections from the Arkansas Art Center Foundation. The exhibition will be displayed through the end of October at the Brinson Fine Arts Gallery. 19 prints from Paris will be shown. And that's this week's entertainment news.
The SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program features a wide variety of professional experiences.
Students are responsible for producing and marketing radio and television programs each semester.
SAU Magazine, a radio news program, is available to stations in Arkansas and bordering states.
The SAU Report, a television interview program, is available to cable systems in Southwest Arkansas and Northeast Texas.
More than a dozen courses are offered in the SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program.
Writing, reporting, and hands-on experiences are stressed in these courses.
In addition, graduating students are more perceptive analysts of mass communication and broadcast journalism.
They are very competitive in the job field and for opportunities as graduate students.
Information about the Broadcast Journalism degree program can be found on the internet at saumag.edu.
That's saumag.edu for an excellent educational opportunity.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Dedra Monk.
And I'm Jamal Brown.
Monday, October 17th, midterm grades are due in the registrar's office at 10 a.m.
Tuesday the 18th, SGA Traffic Appeals Court begins at 4 p.m.
At 6 p.m., there will be an RHA Food Committee meeting.
Wednesday the 19th is Student Refund Day and an SGA meeting at 6:30 p.m.
Thursday, October 20th, the Black Student Association will meet at 4 p.m. and the Miss SAU pageant will be held in Hart Theater at 7 p.m.
The SAU volleyball team will compete against Ouachita Baptist at 7 p.m.
Saturday the 22nd, the Mirror Rider football team will be on the road against West Georgia at 6 p.m.
The ACT test will be given in Wilson Hall.
And SAU participates in the Gulf South Cross Country Championship.
And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.